Minister has said, and I quote him here, just spoke to Neeraj Chopra and congratulated him on winning the gold. Appreciated his hard work and tenacity, which have been on full display during Tokyo 2020. He personifies the best of sporting talent and sportsman spirit. Best wishes for his future endeavors, unquote. And the tweet has come on a historic day when India has bagged an Olympic gold medal after 100 years in athletics track and field event. It's indeed a historic day, second individual gold medal in the history of India at Olympics. It was first bagged by Abhinav Bindra in 2008 Beijing Olympics, and after that, today is the day when Neeraj Chopra bagged an Olympic gold medal with a best throw at javelin event, athletics in Tokyo Olympics. Would again quote Prime Minister Narendra Modi's tweet over here. Just spoke to Neeraj Chopra and congratulated him on winning the gold. Appreciated his hard work and tenacity, which have been on full display during Tokyo 2020. He personifies the best of sporting talent and sportsman spirit. Best wishes for his future endeavors. The Prime Minister has tweeted today. It's been a historic day today in the history for India. India this time sent its largest contingent ever to Tokyo Olympics amid the ongoing pandemic. And so far in the entire Tokyo Olympics, India bagged a total of 7 medals in the Olympic Games, in the Tokyo Olympic Games. The 7th one is a gold medal bagged by Neeraj Chopra in javelin throw event today at the Tokyo Olympics. The entire country is erupting in joy, celebrating. Indeed, a historic moment for the entire country. The nation is celebrating. The nation is celebrating today the historic win, the first ever gold in 100 years in athletics, and second individual gold medal in the history of Olympics at Tokyo. Neeraj Chopra has broken all records and he bagged gold medal for the country. With teary eyes, everyone witnessed the national anthem being sung in the Tokyo Olympics. It's a golden rise today in Tokyo for the country, and I'm joined by my colleague and our correspondent Narayan Singh to take this forward. Narayan, indeed a historic moment, and the Prime Minister just had a word, encouraged the athlete and congratulated him on the historic gold medal.
Congratulating them, and you talk about within the after of the few seconds here tweeting for Neeraj Chopra and other athletes also. The PM is keenly takes note of all these achievements and keenly watches the achievements of our athletes. And today's tweet also, he said history has been at Tokyo and Neeraj has achieved what today he will remember forever, and Neeraj has done exceptionally well. And definitely when PM, when the head of the country, just encourages athletes, and definitely and we are getting these results. And I think with the past also we have seen PM also interact with the athletes, and always also whenever they are winning laurels for India, he is tweeting for them and motivating them. When the hockey team won, the men's team won a historic bronze of a gap of 41 years, he is tweeting for all the players. This is the kind of the country. PM Modi is always behind the players, and he keenly take interest in their achievements and to also track how they are performing at the international level. So definitely this will actually act as a catalyst for the athletes and boost their morale at the highest level. And before the send-off ceremony of he interacted with our athlete. Neeraj Chopra was one of them who he interacted. So right now we can see that how the motivation works, and PM Modi is always our athletes, whether they are winning medal at the Commonwealth Games, Asian Games, and right
Thank
now
you.
at the Tokyo Olympics.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much, Narayan. Now I'm joined by two eminent sports personalities, Mr. Malay Neerav and Mr. Ashwini Nanchappa, former player. Good evening, congratulations, and thank you so much for joining a special broadcast on Tokyo 2020, the spirit of sports. Indeed, the spirit is very high today. India has bagged its 7th medal. What do you have to say, Mr. Nanchappa, on this?
Well, I can, but going by the performance of the Indian team, I think I could only just say that it ended brilliantly with Bajrang, with actually early morning starting with Aditi Ashok's brilliant golf performance, and then Bajrang bringing that medal, and then closing and topping it all up by Neeraj's brilliant performance in athletics. I mean, this is a moment that we have all been waiting. It's been over 100 years in waiting, especially in athletics, to see one medal come our way. And for me, it has been absolutely emotional. I was in tears when I saw him throw his very first throw, and I said that this is going to be a gold medal performance, because even the second throw was brilliant. I just kept hanging on there, fingers crossed, and we did it. History was created today. The only second gold medal that we've ever won in the Olympic Games. It's just an absolute delightful evening.
Absolutely, Mr. Nanchappa. And Mr. Neerav, indeed, this is a historic moment. Your thoughts on the entire performance of Neeraj Chopra today?
Well, such determination, such unnerved kind of a posture that he showed there when he was going, and I was looking at his face, and when he was going to throw his first javelin in the first attempt, I said that, look, this guy looks so confident and so relaxed. There was not an iota of tension on his face, showing on his face. So that showed how confident Neeraj was at that time. And you know what he has done today? He has given that confidence to n number of budding athletes of this country that, look, nothing is impossible. All kinds of theories were circulated in the past about the phenotypical variations, about Indians not being able to match the Europeans and the Americans in their physical prowess and strength and this and that. Now he has given this example to the nation through his exemplary performance that, look, nothing is impossible. You can do it better than others. He was competing with the best. And what P.T. Usha has said, I'm so sad that Milkha Singh ji is not alive today, but what P.T. Usha has said, that my unrealized dream has been fulfilled. Now, it is great hearing this from the golden girl who missed it by a whisker and was placed fourth. And in track and field, if you look at the history of track and field, in track at least we have one medal from way back, from 121 years back, from Norman Pitchard, but in field, this is the first medal, and the first medal itself is gold. So what more do you want? What more does this nation want from Neeraj Chopra? And the man, his tenacity of purpose, you know, he was not well, he was injured. And when he was injured, he came back so forcefully and so vehemently decided to get over all that shock. And just imagine, he joined athletics as a plump kid trying to shed his weight. and from there to world champion, to Olympic champion, to the gold medal. This is a remarkable journey. It is a great motivational kind of performance for the people of this nation. It is a tribute to those athletes who could not reach the medal podium in the past, and it is an eye-opener for all those who thought they were not capable of doing so well on the world stage, in the world arena. So both ways, I think it is an encouragement and it is a tribute to those who try to give their best, but somehow or other, let's not get into that. This is a day to celebrate. This is a day to start thinking of how to do better. How does one goal can be converted into 10 goals? This is what we have to plan today onwards, and we have to prepare ourselves for Paris. Hats off to Neeraj Chopra.
And right now on the screens, we've got the top 8 athletes who were on the podium finish today. And indeed, it's a new rise, golden rise in Tokyo for the country. Neeraj Chopra is at #1 position, and this is the official top 8 sports persons who bagged the rankings in today's event. And we've got countries from Czech Republic. There were 2 players from Czech Republic. There was one from Germany who gave a tough fight. There was one from Pakistan, one from Bengaluru, and 2 others from different countries. How difficult was it, Ms. Nanchappa, coming on to you? You've been yourself a very accomplished athlete. How difficult was it for Neeraj Chopra to maintain that #1 spot today?
Well, I think even before he went for the Olympic Games, when he got selected, he was already slated as number 4 in the world. Neeraj has been consistently throwing in the last few years. And if you see his rise and his journey, whether as a junior world champion, to the Asian champion, to the Commonwealth Games championship, he has done it all. And I think when an athlete performs at that level consistently over the years at every major championship, and this being the biggest of all in athletics and in the world of sport, he was determined. I think the very first throw in his qualification showed great amount of confidence. He went in, did that big throw in the first qualification round, and he didn't do the rest of the qualification rounds. He just did that one throw, qualified, and just focused for today. He came out with great confidence. He knew what he was there to do. He delivered it, and he delivered it in style. The first throw, nobody could match him. And the second throw was even better. And the only close fight that came was from the Czech Republic, which is also almost a meter short.
Right.
So it was, I think the journey has been consistent. It has been very focused. So I would like to congratulate his family for having supported him through this journey, and his coach and his team that has stood like him for rock, training in Europe, missing out his home, but with a single-minded focus. This is a learning for all young children. This is what it takes to reach the top.
Ms. Nanchappa, it's indeed a new India today, because historically history has been rewritten now. We've got a medal in men's hockey as well after 41 years. We've got a medal in athletics as well after so many years, 125 years. You also just tweeted saying and congratulating. How do you see this entire history in making today?
But I think if you see the overall journey of Olympic sport, especially from the 21st century, every edition we have since the 2000, when Karnan Mareshwari started the trend of winning the medal, we have seen the number of entries, the qualifying athletes to the Olympic Games on the rise. And it has also been across disciplines. It's not restricted to either just hockey or to just athletics, but across disciplines. And athletes have been doing well, whether it's archery, wrestling, all the contact sports, and women in special has contributed enormously, I think, in the last 2-3 editions. So it's great to see the backgrounds of each of our athletes and to see the rise from there to here. I mean, it's just ignited the entire nation, and a new, as I said, a new energy has come in ever since the hockey bronze medal came in and the near finish of the Indian women's team. Today it closed with a fantastic way to close the game with Ashok, Aditi Ashok doing a brilliant performance in golf with a young child, staying on the leaderboard with the world's best. Then we had Bajrang Punia getting in that medal and closing with the first ever medal, gold medal in athletics. What better can it say? And this is the way forward right now.
Absolutely, and like you just said, that Indian women has been leading this time. And so many women has bagged the medal. Lavlina Borgohain bagged bronze. PV Sindhu has now become a double Olympic medalist with a bronze this year. And Mirabai Chanu, she opened the medal tally for the country at Tokyo Olympics with a silver medal. Women's hockey were no less. They performed to best of their level. They created history. They entered the semi-finals. How do you see women's participation in the entire Tokyo Olympics game?
I think they have brought out a sporting culture in every community, in each and every community that they represent. They have brought the hopes out and they have kept the sport alive, especially in the community. And it is an upliftment, empowerment for all girl child. And I think you will see in the near future, you see, we would never have imagined Haryana to be a hub of, sports persons, whether it's hockey or whether it's Neeraj. Then you have the Northeast bringing in all the contact sports. It's been a blend. It's been, from sailing to fencing from the South. So the entire nation has really woken up to a new India. And I think this is a time that we create roadmaps in a very professional manner, which is clear, which is mapped, so that every of our child who gets into sport knows that this is what it takes to reach the top, and we support them.
Absolutely. So I would request you to hold on for a year because we are having some reactions, and let's hear some of the reactions after Neeraj Chopra's winning exploits today.
Chopra for his outstanding performance. I think every Indian was glued to the TV channel. Historic win, a great achievement, highest ever tally in Olympics. At the same time, I think he has done a fantastic job. Let me congratulate Neeraj Chopra on behalf of 135 crore Indians. He has brought this medal not only for India, but I think it's a great hope for the upcoming generations to inspire a lot of young people to play sport and to win more medals in future.
देश के अंदर खुशी उल्लास है। निश्चित रूप से चोपड़ा के कारण जो हमने गोल्ड जीता है, उससे देश के नौजवानों को नई प्रेरणा मिलेगी। हमारी महिला खिलाड़ियों ने भी ओलंपिक के अंदर जबरदस्त तरीके का प्रदर्शन किया। निश्चित रूप से हम ये कह सकते हैं कि भारत में चाहे महिलाएं हो चाहे नौजवान हो, ओलंपिक के अंदर सर्वश्रेष्ठ प्रदर्शन रहा है और बेहतरीन प्रदर्शन के लिए हमारा देश का नौजवान इन सब खिलाड़ियों से प्रेरित होगा और हम और पदक जीतेंगे, ऐसी संभावना है।
अपेक्षा के अनुरूप जैसा हम पहले भी सोचते थे कि गोल्डन को मिलेगा, गोल्ड मिला और इस अवसर पर 13 तारीख को अभिनंदन तो हम करेंगे ही। उनको जो हमारी पॉलिसी है उसमें 6 करोड़ रुपए की राशि वो भी दी जाएगी, साथ में क्लास 1 की नौकरी, और नौकरी में भी हमारी ऑफर उनको ये रहेगी कि हम पंचकुला में एक सेंटर ऑफ एक्सीलेंस फॉर एथलेटिक्स ये बनाएंगे और उसमें उसका हेड बनाएंगे उसको, उसी को उसका सारी देखरेख करने के लिए हरियाणा में अगर नौकरी के लिए आते हैं उनका स्वागत करेंगे। उनकी देखरेख में एथलेटिक्स के सारे खेलों को और अच्छे प्रकार से बढ़ावा मिले।
And right now we are moving back to our guest, Mr. Malay Neerav and Ms. Nanjappa. So, Mr. Neerav, my question here to you is that this is for the first time that so many cheers, the entire country, the entire nation is cheering up with a specific campaign which was called #Cheer4India. We had another campaign which was like Be Like an Olympian. Amid the pandemic and considering the mental health, because we saw the cases where mental health cases were rising and we were through and through cheering for the country, the entire Indians, the entire nation was cheering. How different was it considering the all the Olympics that you've witnessed in your lifetime, Mr. Neeraj?
Okay, I have been covering the Olympics since 1992 Barcelona, and I must tell you that this was a unique Olympic because it was a TV-only Olympic. Now, a TV-only Olympic, but also shrouded in all kinds of question marks. What exactly will happen? How will the athletes survive? What will happen if the outbreak reaches Tokyo, and whether it will be held or not? There were so many questions being asked. The nation has gone through the worst that it has seen during the pandemic. A new sense of jubilation and hope was needed. The much needed sense of hope and jubilation has come from the performance of these athletes at the Olympics, which not only instills a sense of pride amongst the Indians, but also gives them a hope for the youth to cherish these days and to try and do better than what they are seeing today. So it has been a welcome kind of an injection of jubilation, happiness, hope, and away from the despair and depression that the nation has been going through because of the COVID-19. So that way also it is a big, big step forward. And I think that the nation needed this moral boosting and the sense of victory that has come through Neeraj Chopra, Bajrang Punia, and all others, which was started, the journey to the podium, which was started by Neeraj Chopra, and we saw many people there, including Lavina and PV Sindhu and Ravi Dahiya and Bajrang Punia, and all these people, and not to forget those who could not reach the podium but missed it by a whisker, like Aditi Ashok, or like, Deepak Punia, or like the archers that were there, Deepika Kumari, and then the table tennis players who have done very well. So it is this is a time to celebrate not only the medal winners, of course, they have given new hopes to the nation, but also those who missed it, and who missed it by a whisker, because they can look forward to these youngsters who are just young enough now. I was looking at Kamal Preet's face.
Mr. Neeraj, I have to stop you over here because we are getting congratulatory messages from S. Shankar also, who has tweeted on Neeraj Chopra congratulating him, and I quote him here. His tweet says, "A fantastic performance, Neeraj Chopra made history and done India proud. Delighted to see Team India register the best ever medal haul at Olympics," unquote. So Dr. S. Shankar has tweeted congratulating Neeraj Chopra on his winning exploits today at the Tokyo Olympics. A fantastic performance by Neeraj Chopra indeed made history and done India proud. Delighted to see Team India register the best ever medal haul at Olympics. This has come from Dr. S. Shankar congratulating the Olympic gold medal winner Neeraj Chopra. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Neeraj, for joining us. And moving on, let's now listen to what Neeraj Chopra's family has to say on the golden victory today.
अपना देश मेडल जीता है, वो भी गोल्ड के रंग में, बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है कि हम पूरे देश का आशीर्वाद मांगते हैं इसको जो अपने देश का गोल्ड आया है।
Neeraj Chopra bags a historic gold for the country in Tokyo Olympics. 23 years old, Neeraj Chopra, with the best throw of 87.58 meters, bagged a gold medal for India, ending a wait of a century in athletics event. India last bagged a gold medal in 2008 Bajrang Olympics in an individual sport, and today Neeraj Chopra has ended the long medal wait for the country with a historic gold medal. More in this report. History today, the world is cheering. BSF jawans also celebrated in Jammu, across the country, and from all corners of the country, celebrations are pouring in. The Prime Minister has also interacted with Neeraj Chopra, congratulating him. The Prime Minister also had a word with all the athletes who did superbly well at the Tokyo Olympics. He shared the words of encouragement with the women's team as well. He shared the words of encouragement for today's Olympic bronze medal winner, Bajrang Punia. And after the historic winning exploits, Neeraj Chopra bagging a gold medal for the country, the Prime Minister had a one-on-one interaction with the athlete. Neeraj Chopra has created history, breaking a record of 125 years, breaking a 125 years long wait for the country today. And now it's time to take a quick look at few facts about legend Neeraj Chopra, the Olympic gold medalist, 23 years old, created history. So Neeraj Chopra was born in the Khandra village of Panipat district. Next up is that Neeraj Chopra was introduced to javelin at Panipat's Shivaji Stadium when he went there for a regular jogging, and he met one of the coaches. Next up is that in 2016, Neeraj Chopra created junior world record with 86.48 meters in under 20 world championships. That was when Neeraj was participating in the under 20 championship event. And next up is that Neeraj Chopra became India's first javelin throw gold medalist, Commonwealth Games gold medalist in the year 2018. That was also a feat that was achieved by Neeraj Chopra. And now let's take a look at all the Indian medal winners at Tokyo Olympics who made history and bagged medals for the country. A total of seven medals were bagged at the ongoing Tokyo Olympics. But before that, let's take a quick look at the medal tally right now. The final medal tally of the Tokyo Olympics, the top 4 positions. Number 1 is China with 38 gold medals, 31 silver and 18 bronze medals. Number 2 is United States of America with 36 gold medals, 39 silver and 33 bronze medals. Number 3 is Japan with 27 gold medals, 12 silver medals and 17 bronze medals. Number 4 is ROC, which is the Russian Olympic Committee. Country is Russia, but it is playing under the name, under the banner of Russian Olympic Committee. It is at number 4 position right now with 20 gold medals, 25 silver and 23 bronze medal. And talking about India, India is currently at the 47th position with 7 number of total medals it has grabbed so far. 1 gold medal which was achieved today by Neeraj Chopra in athletics, 2 silver medal which is backed by Mirabai Chanu and Ravi Daya in wrestling, Mirabai Chanu in weightlifting, Ravi Daya in wrestling, and we've got in total 4 bronze medal. Moving on to Bajrang Punia right now, it was purely a double delight for the country today, as Bajrang Punia earlier defeated his opponent by 0-8 to bag Olympic bronze medal in 65 kg weight category. Let's take a look at some of the facts about Bajrang Punia. Bajrang Punia hails from Haryana. Next up is that Bajrang Punia took up this sport at the age of 7 years itself. When he was so young, he took wrestling as a sport for himself. He trains at the Sports Authority of India Sonipat Center. There is a center located in the Sonipat, Haryana area for athletes. Bajrang is a 2-time Asian and Commonwealth Games medalist. Bajrang has already achieved this feat. He is also a 3-time World Championship medalist, which is a very big thing in itself, competing on a world level. Next up is that Bajrang Punia is 7-time Asian Championship medalist. So Bajrang Punia, who bagged a bronze today, we are talking about Bajrang Punia, and tops the Target Olympic Podium scheme, sanctioned the extension of Bajrang Punia's USA campaign by a month in January. This is where the Sports Authority of India helped him a lot to train in USA for the Tokyo Olympics. Bajrang was included in the top scheme, which is the Target Olympics Podium scheme, in 2018. So in 2018, Bajrang was included in the top scheme. Moving on, let's talk about one more athlete who achieved a very improved result in the sport of golf today. Saturday morning for India brought a new ray of hope with Indian golfer Aditi Ashok, who made India proud with her performance at Tokyo Olympics. An impressive 4 days of golf from Aditi comes to an end and she misses a medal by a whisker. She finished only 2 shots behind USA's gold medal winner Nelly Korda. Let's see more in this report. Messages started pouring in for Aditi Ashok as she achieved a feat. So if we would go back in the history, it was also in 2016 Rio Olympics when Deepa Karmakar also ended up being on the 4th position, but with a stupendous performance. Let's see more in this next report.
Merely 23 years old, second-time Olympian and giving tough competition to world top rankers. Even after being 200 in world rank herself, Aditi Ashok have made country proud with her performance at the ongoing Tokyo Olympics. An impressive 4 days of golf from Aditi comes to an end and she misses a medal by a whisker. Aditi fell a shot behind Moon Inami and Lydia Ko. She finished only 2 shots behind USA's gold medal winner Nelly Korda. Aditi narrowly missed out on becoming the first Indian golfer to win an Olympic medal, finishing 4th in Tokyo Olympics. She was in medal contention for much of the 4 rounds but missed it by a whisker, finishing behind Japan and New Zealand, who were tied for the silver medal and went into a playoff. Aditi finished with a score of 269 with 15 under par to finish 4th overall after 4 rounds in the women's individual stroke play event. Soon after the final results were announced, the reactions started pouring in. President Ramnath Kovind praised the Indian golfer and he tweeted, "Well played, Aditi Ashok. One more daughter of India makes her mark. You have taken Indian golfing to new heights by today's historic performance. You have played with immense calm and poise. Congratulations for the impressive display of grit and skills." Prime Minister Narendra Modi also praised Aditi and took to Twitter to wish her the best for future endeavours. He tweeted, "Well played, Aditi Ashok. You have shown tremendous skill and resolve during Tokyo 2020. A medal was narrowly missed, but you've gone farther than any Indian and blazed a trail. Best wishes for your future endeavours." The Union Minister for Youth Affairs and Sports, Anurag Singh Thakur, too congratulated Aditi Ashok for achieving this historic feat. He tweeted, "India's first women golfer to finish 4th at Olympic Games. Aditi Ashok deserves a standing ovation for her exemplary performance at Tokyo 2020. You played consistently well, had us holding our breath till the end. You created history. Best wishes ahead." Many praised her and many got inspired. Playing against some of the best in the world and putting her best must surely have encouraged the youngsters to think about the sport of golf.
Anything and everything is possible. और मैं तो अदिति अशोक को कहूँगा कि we are proud of you. जो आपने performance दी है, don't be disheartened. अभी भी आप young हो, आपको और chances मिलेंगे, and I'm sure आपने हमारे देश के लिए medal जीतोगे.
It was a heartbreaking end to Aditi's campaign, considering she started the final day at 2nd place. But it was nonetheless a major improvement as she had finished tied 41st in the 2016 edition, where golf made a comeback to the Olympics. Compatriot Diksha Thakur was also in fray but lagged behind quite early in the event and remained tied on the 50th position. Maybe someone in some corner of the country took an oath today to represent India in future Olympics. Sports Desk, DD India. And now let's take a look at all the Indian medal winners at Tokyo Olympics so far. Here on your screen, starting with the biggest update, the gold medalist Neeraj Chopra, who won an Olympic gold medal today in javelin throw athletics event. Ravi Daya bagged a silver medal in wrestling, whereas PV Sindhu bagged a bronze medal in badminton. We are taking a look at all the medal winners so far at Tokyo Olympics. Bajrang Punia today bagged a bronze medal in the sport of wrestling, and hockey men's team also bagged a bronze medal this time. Mirabai Chanu, she was the first medalist at this ongoing Tokyo Olympics for India who bagged the silver, and Lovelina Borgohain bagged a bronze in boxing. And with this, we now have total 7 medals for the country, breaking the record of London Olympics as well, which had earlier bagged 6 medals for the country. From the London Olympics, we had 6 medals, but in the Tokyo Olympics, we've got 7. These are all the medal winners of Tokyo 2020. And history has been created. Neeraj Chopra has become the first ever Indian to win an Olympic gold in the track and field events at Tokyo Olympics. Neeraj, with a breaststroke of 87.58 in the men's javelin throw final on Saturday, finished at the top and thus became the second ever athlete from his country after shooter Abhinav Bindra to win an Olympic gold in individual category. More in this report.
Star is born. Meet India's Olympic champion, Neeraj Chopra. First Indian to win gold in track and field. Neeraj Chopra created history by becoming the first Indian to win an athletics gold medal by winning the men's javelin throw at the Tokyo Olympics with a best throw of 87.58 meter. Chopra is only the second Indian ever to win an individual gold. Shooter Abhinav Bindra finished on top of the podium in 2008. Chopra is also the first Indian ever to win an athletics medal at the Olympics. Just like he had in the qualifying round, Neeraj Chopra led from the time he completed his first throw till the finish. Neeraj was the second to throw in the 12-man final, and he got off to a fine start with a throw of 87.03 meter. He then bettered it with an 87.58 meter on his second and 76.79 meter on his third. In fact, the 2 biggest throws in the final belonged to him. This is now India's best ever medal haul at the Olympics, surpassing the 6 medals tally they won in London 2012. Chopra rose to prominence when he equaled the national record with a throw of 82.23
and we have to stop it over there because we are taking you to the live interaction of Prime Minister.
आज ओलंपिक समापन की दिशा में जा रहा है और आपने देश को खुश कर दिया।
हाँ बस बोले सर वही ताकि बस ये मेरा लास्ट सबसे लास्ट ये है कि मैं इंडियन में तो बस अच्छा करना है और गोल्ड जीतना और तो बहुत खुशी की बात है। बहुत अच्छा लगा और मुझे लगता है कि सभी जो अपने भारत जो अपने लोग देख रहे थे उनकी बहुत दुआएं और उनका सपोर्ट था पीछे थे इतने ज़्यादा लोगों का तो शायद उसी ने मुझे यहाँ पे आज पहुँचाया है।
पानीपत ने पानी दिखा दिया।
नहीं सर बहुत सभी का बहुत ज़्यादा दुआएं थी तो उनकी दुआएं काम आई आज।
लेकिन इस बार एक तो ओलंपिक 1 साल डिले हुआ तो आपको 1 साल ज़्यादा मेहनत करनी पड़ी और कोरोना में अनेक संकट आए, अनेक मुसीबतें आई, बीच में आपको चोट भी आई थी, लेकिन उसके बावजूद भी आपने बहुत बड़ा कमाल करके दिया और ये मेहनत के कारण होता है। जी
नहीं बहुत ही ज़्यादा सर बहुत मुश्किल टाइम रहा था, बीच में इंजरी आई थी और ऐसा लग रहा था कि पता नहीं कैसा कम बैक।
लेकिन जिस दिन आप जा रहे थे और मेरी आपसे जो बात हुई, मैंने देखा कि आपके चेहरे में एकदम कॉन्फिडेंस था, आपकी बातों में कॉन्फिडेंस था और दूसरा मैंने देखा आपको प्रेशर नहीं था, बिल्कुल हंसते खेलते थे आप।
वही कोशिश कर रहा था कि बस अपना जितनी मेहनत की है बस बिना प्रेशर के कोशिश कर रहा था कि अपना बस अपना 100% दूं, क्योंकि यही ऐसा दिन था लाइफ का जहाँ पे जो सबसे जरूरी था मेरे स्पोर्ट्स कैरियर का, और मैंने यहाँ पे आज अपना पूरा 100% दिया और अपने देश के लिए
नहीं, आपने देश का नाम रोशन किया है और देश की युवा पीढ़ी को इसके कारण खेल के क्षेत्र में आगे आने का मन करेगा। और इस बार टोक्यो में ऐसे क्षेत्र में हमारे लोगों ने दम दिखाया है जो नॉर्मली भारत के बच्चे नहीं होते हैं, लेकिन आपने करके दिखाया है।
बिल्कुल सर, मुझे लगता है कि आने वाले बच्चे जो भविष्य प्रेरित होंगे और अपना स्पोर्ट्स है और ज्यादा ऊपर जाएगा। और मैं चाहता हूँ कि
और आप तो फौजी है, आप तो फौजी हैं, इसलिए और भी बच्चों को तैयार कर पाएंगे, बहुत अच्छी तरह तैयार कर पाएंगे।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल सर, बस आप ऐसे ही साथ देते रहिए खिलाड़ियों का और ऐसे ही मनोबल बढ़ाते रहिए। तो मुझे लगता है कि सर खेल बहुत ही जरूरी है देश के लिए और अपने देश को प्राउड फील करवाने के लिए। और बस जैसे
बिल्कुल,
और ज्यादा
जब स्पोर्ट होता है तभी तो स्पोर्ट्समैन स्पिरिट आता है। और आपके माताजी पिताजी को भी मेरी तरफ से प्रणाम कहिएगा, क्योंकि ये बहुत गर्व का पल है आपके परिवार के लिए भी और देश के लिए भी। और राधा किशन जी को भी मेरी तरफ से बधाई दीजिए भैया।
राधा कृष्ण जी को भी और पूरे एथलेटिक्स फेडरेशन के,
हाँ, उन्होंने भी आपके साथ कंधे से कंधा मिला के काम किया है। हाँ
ठीक सर,
तो 15 अगस्त को मिल रहा है भैया।
बिल्कुल सर, ठीक है।
चलिए, बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं, बहुत बहुत बधाई।
थैंक यू सो मच सर। थैंक यू सर।
This was Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who was live interacting with Olympic gold medalist Neeraj Chopra and telling him that you've achieved a feat which is nobody has done so far. My correspondent, my colleague Taposh Bhattacharya is joining us with more on this. Taposh?
Deepika, tell me.
Congratulations, Taposh. It's a historic feat right now, and the Prime Minister just interacted live with Neeraj Chopra.
Yes, we all saw that, the whole country saw that, and that what's showcases the fact that the Prime Minister of the country takes interest in the in the lives of the athletes, and one of the key reasons why India has done remarkably well in this particular Olympic is because of the direct intervention or the interest shown by the Prime Minister, and that augurs well for a country like India. Remember, after the Rio Olympics debacle, it was the Prime Minister along with the Sports Ministry who started the Target Olympic Podium scheme, the top scheme, which is now quite a famed one. And that's something. If you have to give credit, you have to give credit to this particular scheme, which gives the elite athletes a chance to compete at the top level without worrying much about the financial implication, and that helps a lot this particular athletes. Today, if we talk about Neeraj Chopra, there was a time when almost for a year he was out with an injury. Earlier, 6 months back, when I had interviewed him in Kalinga Stadium, he spoke about the fact that he was out with an injury, and there was a lot of depression. He felt he may not be able to come back, but the way the government supported him, the way the army supported him, and the stop scheme, which proved to be really beneficial to him, that actually helped him making a stage comeback. And what has comeback he has made, he not just qualified for the Olympics, he also topped the qualification for the finals in the Olympics, and now he has done what nobody has done in the 120 years of Tokyo in Olympics. He has managed to bag not just a medal in track and field, but the all-elusive gold, and has created history. And this is going to be a landmark time.
Absolutely. Neeraj Chopra was included in the top scheme in the year 2018, if I'm not wrong. So how since the year 2018, how the journey has changed for Neeraj Chopra since then?
It has been a amazing journey for Neeraj Chopra. He came into top scheme, but before that also he used to get a lot of encouragement and financial help from the government. But top scheme actually gave him the chance to take it in a different level altogether. He's working with the army, and army gave him a lot of support. But when he got injured, it was a difficult time for him. That particular year where he injured his arm, and especially his throwing arm, where he used to do the throw. So that became a major issue for him. But because of the top scheme, because of the amount of money that he was given, he didn't have to worry about the financial implication. Also, all his training abroad was taken care of. Apart from the brief period where he stayed in the country and did train in JSW, or for that matter in Kalinga Stadium, everything was provided by the government. In fact, he had to go to out of India to hone his skills, to get into the Olympic mood. For that, even the government of India, Ministry of External Affairs, everybody worked towards. At that time, there was a barricading of international travel, but he was given a special visa. He was told to go out and train, and the result is here. Our athletes win a gold, but behind the scene, there are a lot of things that work. The Sports Authority of India, the Sports Ministry, and the Army all played a massive hand in becoming what Neeraj Chopra is, what he is right now. The Prime Minister Narendra Modi quite rightly said that he is going to inspire millions of people to take up the track and field event, and we will not, in due course of time, we will see many more Neeraj Chopra come through the rank and make the country proud, Deepika.
And especially this feat comes at a time when the country is battling with a pandemic. The entire contingent was sent, and amid all this, the country, the government, the central government was cheering consistently for Team India. How this has helped the athletes in boosting their morale?
Absolutely, without an iota of doubt, all these athletes who, when the stadiums were closed down, there were a lot of clamp down activities that they got a lot of help from the Sports Ministry and the Sports Authority of India. Both worked in tandem to make sure that these athletes don't get in a mode where they don't get to train. There was a training arrangement that was put in place. If you talk about boxing, they were told to go and train in Army Institute in Pune. Then there was a National Patiala Institute where the elite athletes were training in Patiala. Then people like Neeraj Chopra, Anu Rani, who were part of the javelin. Remember, this time India sent a 3-member javelin contingent in Olympics. All both Chopra and Neeraj Chopra were training in the Kalinga Stadium, where they were given a special allocation of a place where they could train and could maintain also the COVID-19 protocol. So every single aspect of the training has been taken care. Yes, we would have loved to have more medals. There is no denying that part, but this is India's best ever medal haul, and the reason is simply this: that the starting from the Prime Minister to the Sports Ministry, to each and every person, the Sports Authority of India, everybody worked in
We've just got an update that N. Biren Singh, Chief Minister of Manipur, has just tweeted saying that on this historic day, and I quote him here, that on this historic day where India bagged an Olympic gold medal in an athletic event after 100 years, the Manipur State Cabinet has decided to honor the javelin throw gold medalist Neeraj Chopra by extending a reward of 1 crore rupees. And just now BCCI has also announced a cash reward for Neeraj Chopra. Please tell us more about that.
Yes, absolutely. In fact, I got a call from the BCCI. And they announced, they called me and they told me that they are announcing this, and that's the reason why we got it flashed also in our channel, that a crore will be given to Neeraj Chopra, and 1.24 crore also to the hockey team, and along with the other 25 lakhs to other members of the contingent who won the medal. So all these medals come, when we have seen whenever an athlete when they come to the country, they have seen that they have been showered with medals, they have been showered with accolades, prizes, the monetary help, everything comes. But what happened before that? So there's a lot of hard work goes behind the scene that needs to be appreciated, and that is something if each and every state takes a mantle of providing grassroots level training facilities, infrastructure, sporting infrastructure, you will find that in due course of time, India will emerge as a super power in sporting arena, and it won't be too long when Prime Minister Narendra Modi's dream of seeing India in the top, in the medal tally, in the top number 10 medal tally will be fulfilled very soon. This is just a start. This is just a start. and we have to keep building up on this particular momentum.
Absolutely. So, Taposh, one more question over here is that how these cash rewards, how these prizes are going to A, boost the morale, mentally going to help the athlete, B, how are they going to help in the development of the sport, as many more people would have their new reborn hopes in the sport of athletics. They now have the confidence back in the event, in athletics, track and field, that we now have the potential to bag more number of goals in the sport, Taposh.
Well, if you really want to become a sporting powerhouse, one has to have a major presence in the field of track and field, because track and field and swimming constitute the majority of the medals that goes in the Olympics. So keeping that in mind, one has to have your track and field team ready. Even in this particular Olympic, we have seen, apart from the Neeraj Chopra, there are a lot of noteworthy, praiseworthy, work that has been done. But it is imperative that at the grassroots level, we pick up the under 16, under 12, under 14 players and train them, and not just train them in the scientific manner, the way exactly what happens in let's say in United States of America, or for that matter in China, or for that matter in Japan or European countries, where there is a proper system in place. The system takes care of it, and that is the main idea right now. They have to put in place the system. The track and field athletes have to be put through a system from where they come out. We need to get in place, they get ready these youngsters, these young under 16, under 14 youngsters, and train them, and not train them for the 2024, but let's say for 2028 and 2032.
Absolutely.
So you have to plan for 10 years in advance. For an Olympic, you have to plan 10 years in an advanced cycle, and that is what is important.
And in an interesting series of events, a legend is thanking a legend. So PT Usha has thanked javelin thrower and Olympic gold medalist Neeraj Chopra for fulfilling her dream.
A lot of people's dream, in fact.
Yes, please tell us more about that.
In fact, there's the dream of many athletes have been fulfilled. Many of these athletes, including PT Usha, have been, they missed out Milkha Singh, they missed out the track and field medal by just a whisker. And when after 120 years, after the inception of the modern Olympics in 1900, when 2021, this Olympics will go down in the annal of history as the Olympics will change the course of Indian sporting arena. It's a watershed moment. Mark my word, it is a watershed moment in the history of Indian Olympics, Indian sports, where this particular medal will help and inspire millions and billions and ignite a dream to see their country flag at the top, at the podium.
Absolutely. There's one more update right now, Taposh. Captain Amrinder Singh has announced a cash reward of 2 crore for Neeraj Chopra right now. In a tweet, just 3 minutes ago in a tweet, he said, Neeraj Chopra, who is serving the ADGPI, has brought glory to the nation and scripted his name in history by winning India's first ever Olympic gold in athletics. It's our honor to announce a special cash rewards of 2 crore rupees for him. A proud moment indeed for all the Indians. So cash rewards and awards are pouring in for the athlete.
Yes, absolutely. As I said, it's going to continue. We have seen that earlier also, be it in 2008 when Abhinav Bindra won that first Olympic gold, individual Olympic gold, and now then Neeraj Chopra has done that. It is expected, but what is more important, and what is as I said earlier, what is more important is to now not just build on this particular momentum. This momentum is going to take India forward and by leaps and bounds, and that's something that that the state administration, sports is a state subject also, so the state has to work on that. So states need to put in the sporting infrastructure in place. Obviously, the sports ministry, the Union Sports Ministry is working in tandem with them, but it is high time that the many of these sports, state sports association, pull up their socks. There are many sports, there are many states who are actively working on that. but there are many states who need to ramp up their sporting infrastructure and push.
So Neeraj Chopra also comes from a military background.
Yes.
He joined the military in the year 2016 and he's currently posted at the rank of Subedar. Please tell us more about that. How he managed his training in the entire schedule of events.
In fact, that's the best part about that. You know, when we spoke about this to Neeraj, he said that the army has been giving him absolute full freedom to train. And that kind of a freedom where you do not have to worry about your salary, you do not have to worry about your monetary incentive or financial woes. You are mentally free, and when that happens, you become absolutely fearsome. And his mind is, he put himself in a particular cocoon where he doesn't have to worry. He has everything that he requires, and army's support has been one of the major blessing, and one of the major push that Neeraj Chopra required, and that will be one of the major cause or major reason behind Neeraj Chopra's literal rise and also his spectacular display in the Tokyo Games.
Taposh, another update is that Lok Sabha official Twitter handle, which is the Lok Sabha Secretariat, has also congratulated Neeraj Chopra on the historic win. So it says, and I will quote him here, Lok Sabha Secretariat congratulates Neeraj Chopra for the historic gold medal in Tokyo Olympics. So there is no chance that it will go unnoticed. From every corner of the country, cheers and wishes are pouring in for Neeraj Chopra. What next?
Deepika, there is a ripple effect. This is not just from the country. There is a ripple effect all around the globe. Neeraj Chopra has put India's track and field in the world, in the global map, where nobody can deny that fact that there is a ripple effect. Everybody is now looking up. Who is Neeraj Chopra? Everybody is wondering. From nowhere he has come out and he has decimated the whole javelin, all the top 10 names. Remember, before the Olympics started, he was in the 5th, 6th position when it comes to the season best ending. But in this particular Olympics, he has shown that he has a mental toughness and he has a wherewithal to become the best in the best business, and he has proven that by clinching the gold. A lot of people will now say that
but
India
this champion, Taposh, this champion had a knee injury as well in 2019, recovering from that and coming to a podium finish. It's such a big thing.
This is what I told you, Deepika, that when I spoke to him 6 months back in Kalinga Stadium, he spoke about the fact that he was in a bit of a depression when he got injured, especially his right hand with the throwing on. He got injured, especially here, which was a career-threatening one. Obviously, it would have taken a time, but he was really hoping that he recovers soon, and he did that. And after recovering that, he didn't want to jump into practice. He took his time, and he let the injury
Absolutely,
heal.
Indeed, a historic moment, Taposh. I have to stop you here because we are, for our viewers, replugging the conversation of Prime Minister Narendra Modi with Neeraj Chopra, Olympic gold medalist. Take a listen.
और बहुत बहुत बधाई आपको।
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सो मच।
आज ओलंपिक का समापन की दिशा में जा रहा है और आपने देश को खुश कर दिया है।
हाँ, बस मुझे सर वही था कि बस ये मेरा सबसे लास्ट ईयर है कि मैं इंडियन में, तो बस कुछ अच्छा करना है और गोल्ड जीतना हूँ, और तो बहुत खुशी की बात है। बहुत अच्छा लगा, और मुझे लगता है कि सभी जो अपने भारत और जो अपने लोग देख रहे थे उनकी बहुत दुआएं और उनका सपोर्ट था पीछे से इतने ज्यादा लोगों का, तो शायद उसी ने मुझे यहाँ पे हाथ पहुँचाया है।
पानीपत ने पानी दिखा दिया।
नहीं सर, बहुत सभी का बहुत ज्यादा दुआएं थी, तो उनकी दुआएं काम आई।
लेकिन इस बार एक तो ओलंपिक 1 साल डिले हुआ, तो आपको 1 साल ज्यादा मेहनत करनी पड़ी, और कोरोना में अनेक संकट आए, अनेक मुसीबतें आई, बीच में आपको चोट भी आई थी, लेकिन उसके बावजूद भी आपने बहुत बड़ा कमाल करके दिया, और ये मेहनत के कारण होता है। जी
नहीं, बहुत ही ज्यादा सर, बहुत मुश्किल टाइम रहा था, बीच में इंजरी आई थी और ऐसा लग रहा था कि पता नहीं कैसा कम है।
लेकिन जिस दिन आप जा रहे थे और मेरी आपसे जो बात हुई, मैंने देखा कि आपके चेहरे में एकदम कॉन्फिडेंस था, आपकी बातों में कॉन्फिडेंस था, और दूसरा मैंने देखा आपको प्रेशर नहीं था, बिल्कुल हंसते खेलते थे आप।
जितनी मेहनत की है बस बिना प्रेशर की कोशिश कर रहा था कि अपना 100% दूं, क्योंकि यही ऐसा दिन था लाइफ का जहाँ पे जो सबसे जरूरी था मेरी स्पोर्ट्स करियर का, और मैंने यहाँ पे आज अपना पूरा 100% दिया और अपने देश के लिए।
नहीं, आपने देश का नाम रोशन किया है और देश की युवा पीढ़ी को इसके कारण खेल के क्षेत्र में आगे आने का मन करेगा। और इस बार टोक्यो में ऐसे ऐसे क्षेत्र में हमारे लोगों ने दम दिखाया है जो नॉर्मली भारत के बच्चे नहीं होते हैं, लेकिन आपने करके दिखाया है।
बिल्कुल सर, मुझे लगता है कि आने वाले बच्चे लोग इससे प्रेरित होंगे और अपना स्पोर्ट्स है और ज्यादा ऊपर जाएगा। और मैं चाहता हूँ कि
और आप तो फौजी है, आप तो फौजी हैं, इसलिए और भी बच्चों को तैयार कर पाएंगे, बहुत अच्छी तरह तैयार कर पाएंगे।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल सर, बस आप ऐसे ही साथ देते रहिए खिलाड़ियों का और ऐसे ही मनोबल बढ़ाते रहिए। तो मुझे लगता है कि सर खेल बहुत ही जरूरी है देश के लिए और अपने देश को प्राउड फील करवाने के लिए। और बस जैसे
बिल्कुल,
और ज्यादा
जब स्पोर्ट होता है तभी तो स्पोर्ट्समैन स्पिरिट आता है। और आपके माताजी पिताजी को भी मेरी तरफ से प्रणाम कहिएगा, क्योंकि ये बहुत गर्व का पल है आपके परिवार के लिए भी और देश के लिए भी। और राधा किशन जी को भी मेरी तरफ से बधाई दीजिए भैया।
राधा किशन जी को भी और पूरे एथलेटिक्स फेडरेशन।
हाँ, उन्होंने भी आपके साथ कंधे से कंधा मिला के काम किया है। हाँ,
ठीक सर।
तो 15 अगस्त को मिल रहा है भैया।
बिल्कुल सर, ठीक है।
चलिए, बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं, बहुत बहुत बधाई।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
थैंक यू।
So this was Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who was interacting with Olympic gold medal winner Neeraj Chopra today. He wished him, congratulated him, took stock of the entire family, and also again told him that you've got to come back to India, and he would be meeting with the entire Indian contingent who was there at the Tokyo Olympics on the 15th of August. An official meeting will be held on the 15th of August between the Prime Minister and the entire Indian contingent who participated in the Tokyo Olympics. And Neeraj Chopra, for the viewers who've just joined us, Neeraj Chopra has bagged an Olympic gold medal, ending a wait of 125 years for the country in the athletics event. In the event of track and field, he bagged a gold medal in javelin throw, and with this India has got a total medal tally of 7 medals so far. 1 Olympic gold medal, 2 Olympic silver medals and 3 Olympic bronze medals. Women are leading with more number of medals right now. A star is born with Neeraj Chopra. A star is born, and it is again a rebirth of Olympics in India, at Olympics, of the entire sporting fraternity, of the entire sporting landscape right now. And with so many rewards, awards and cash rewards coming in for Neeraj Chopra for the great winning exploits he has achieved today, Indigo Airlines has also announced lifelong free tickets for Neeraj Chopra. In an official release, Indigo Alliance has said that Neeraj, we were all overjoyed to hear about your remarkable achievement. You have made the country proud, and I know all Indigo employees would be truly honored to welcome you on board on one of our flights. With all humility, we would like to offer you free flights on Indigo for a year. So Indigo Airlines has officially announced free flight tickets for Neeraj Chopra, Olympic gold medal for a year. And with this, we are now taking you to the live visuals where Neeraj Chopra is interacting with the media after his winning exploits.
Time where we will see better results. This has also been a good teamwork. We've had a whole team. We created a whole ecosystem around Neeraj, starting from Dr. Banod, the chairman of our planning commission, who created the planning and coaching for him. We got him coaches, we got him foreign coaches. We've given him whatever he requested, whatever he needed, including physio, sports science, whatever he required. His competition was very meticulously planned by the chairman of the planning commission with the coaches, and I have to thank the whole team. It was a team effort led by Dr. Banot, who is the chairman of our planning and coaching committee. So I think it's a tremendous job. For me personally, I think it's a great thing, first being an Olympian, then I've coached an Olympian. But to get an Olympic gold medal during my tenure, I think that was the ultimate thing. And I was weeping when the national anthem was played. I was very emotional. So
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry, I'm emotional even now, but I think that is where we are, and I think this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. You will see lots more. You will see lots more, and uh, uh, that's basically what I want to say at the moment. There's not much I can say, just very emotional. So, thank you. May I ask Dr. Banot to say a few words, please?
Good evening. It's really matter of proud, not only for the Athletic Federation or Neeraj Chopra. It is proud moment for everyone, every Indian, including the media press. What he has achieved today is almost the same what he achieved when he became the world junior champion. Just 1 meter difference. At that time, he was capable of winning the medal because the medal distance during the last Olympics was less than what he did in the junior world championship. But unfortunately, the junior championship was later and the qualifying date was over. We tried with the World Athletics, IAAF, but we couldn't do it. I was very sure from day one that Neeraj will win a medal, at least silver medal. And Neeraj is one athlete who participated in the last 4 years. Wherever he has participated, he has won the gold. Starting from the World Junior Championship, it was his first Asian Games at Jakarta, and first Commonwealth Games, he won the gold in every event. And this time I was expecting good results. People were talking about Germans, but I knew, because we have the statistics with us, that they were not in form. And his first throw, let me tell you, the people asked me yesterday why he's getting the second serial number, why he's not coming at the last when his distance was more than everyone else. So I was happy कि ये दूसरे नंबर पर है और ये इस चीज का हमें फायदा होगा, और फायदा ये होगा कि शुरू से ही प्रेशर बन जाएगा. नीरज एक बहुत कंसिस्टेंट थ्रोअर है, एंड वी हैव given all what the President Adil has mentioned, that all whatever necessary, in spite of his injury last year, he could come back, he qualified, and he has achieved his target. We are thankful to everyone, which the SAI, the government, his sponsor, and his employer, the army. Everybody has contributed, and everybody has had a faith in him that he will do well, and provided him everything. इसका जो consistent performance देना, जेवलिन के अंदर, मैं भी काफी दिन जेवलिन फेंका है और लोगों ने भी फेंका है, और किस प्रकार से एथलेटिक फेडरेशन बहुत दिनों से जेवलिन इवेंट्स को स्ट्रीमलाइन में लाने की कोशिश कर रही थी, और जेवलिन का एक अलग कंपटीशन भी करवाया, और एक जेवलिन इवेंट है जिसके अंदर 2 फॉरेन कोच हमने इंडिया ने रखे हुए थे. तो उससे आप अंदाजा लगा सकते हैं कि we wanted to show good results in javelin, and Neeraj has proved it. We all are proud of Neeraj, and we hope he will achieve better performance in the future, and he will dominate the world field in the javelin. All the best. Thank you very much.
हेलो,
बोलिए नीरज।
नीरज, अगर आप खांडा अपना ऐसे कर लें।
को बहुत मुबारक।
ओके ओके, सबसे पहले तो मैं
नहीं, ये तिरछा
दिखाना
हो
चाहता
गया
हूँ। हाँ
नीरज,
जी,
ये तिरछा हो गया। हाँ, अब ठीक है।
ओके। हाँ, सबसे पहले तो मैं दिखाना चाहता हूँ गोल्ड मेडल।
चलो आप नीरज को मेन फोकस पे ले लो।
हेलो,
नीरज को फोकस पे, हाँ।
हाँ जी, तो बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आप सभी का, क्योंकि मुझे लगता है कि सबसे जो जरूरी चीज थी इस साल वो कंपटीशन खेलना था इंटरनेशनल। और मैंने फेडरेशन में ही बात की और सभी से, और टॉप से, साई से, फेडरेशन से, सभी जगह से सभी ने अपना अपना ओके सभी जगह से सभी ने अपना अपना सपोर्ट किया। और वो जो मुझे बीच में 2-3 इंटरनेशनल कंपटीशन मिले, तो वो मेरे लिए बहुत ही ज्यादा जरूरी थे, क्योंकि यही सभी थे जिनके बीच में मैं वहां पे कंपटीशन खेला। तो ऐसा ओलंपिक था, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं लग रहा था कि मैं कुछ नए गेम्स में आ रहा हूँ या फिर बहुत बड़े गेम्स में। एक ऐसा कोई प्रेशर नहीं था इस टाइप का कि मैं बड़े थ्रोवर्स के बीच में खेल रहा हूँ। ऐसा लग रहा था कि इनके साथ मैं पहले खेल रहा हूँ और मैं अपनी परफॉर्मेंस पे काफी फोकस कर पा रहा था। तो शायद वही कारण है कि क्योंकि इंजरी के बाद काफी अप डाउन आए, तो आप सभी ने हेल्प की। और ये सभी आप सभी का, मेरी मेहनत तो है ही, उसके साथ साथ आप सभी की मेहनत है। और सारी फैसिलिटी के लिए थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you, Neeraj. Very limited questions we'll take because he's sitting in for the rope control. I have few requests. Tapas is there. Did he use Tapas? Tapas,
Yes, I'm here. Yes, I'm here.
Tapas,
Can you hear me? Hi,
one
Neeraj.
question.
Can you hear me?
हाँ जी, हेलो, हाँ जी।
हाय नीरज, जब हम मिले थे आपसे साल के स्टार्टिंग में, हम बात कर रहे थे कि आपकी इंजरी कंसर्न थी आपको। आप एक बहुत ही एक ऐसे दौर से जा रहे थे जब आपको बहुत स्ट्रेस था। अब वहां से लेके यहाँ तक का सफर कैसा महसूस हो रहा है इस मेडल को हाथ में लेके? कितना आप लग रहा है कि ऑन टॉप ऑफ द वर्ल्ड?
काफी खुशी हो रही है। ये तो मैं मतलब आपको एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर सकता कि कितनी खुशी है। लेकिन हाँ, बिल्कुल वो टाइम आया था, थोड़ा इंजरी की वजह से बहुत दिक्कतें आई थी, लेकिन फिर भी सभी का साथ रहा और अच्छे से रिहैब भी हुआ और इंजरी भी सक्सेसफुल, मतलब ये जो सर्जरी भी सक्सेसफुल होगी। तो थोड़ा टाइम लगा कम बैक करने में। जो मेरा 2019 का साल था, बस उसकी थोड़ी सी वो पूरा खराब चला गया। मेहनत काफी की थी उस साल भी वर्ल्ड चैंपियनशिप के लिए। फिर उसके बाद पूरा फोकस 2020 पे अपना ओलंपिक्स पे किया था, तो कोरोना की वजह से वो भी प्रॉब्लम होगी। लेकिन मैं धन्यवाद बोलता हूँ अपने फेडरेशन का और सभी अपनी गवर्नमेंट का कि हम वहाँ पे बाहर ट्रेनिंग कर रहे थे और मुझे वहाँ पे कंपटीशन भी मिले और मैंने वहाँ पे अपना क्वालिफाई भी किया। और मुझे याद है कि मैं इंडिया में 2019 में ओपन नेशनल हो रही थी, तो मैंने वहाँ पे एंट्री करवा ली थी और मेरी फ्लाइट टिकट भी थी। और मेरा बस ये था कि मन में कि मैं बस कोई कंपटीशन खेल लूँ, क्योंकि इंजरी के बाद जो सभी मेडल जा रहे थे वो अपने डिस्टेंस के आसपास जा रहे थे, चाहे वो वर्ल्ड चैंपियनशिप हो या कुछ भी हो। बस मेरा ये हो रहा था कि मैं खेल लूँ बस। तो मैंने सभी कुछ करवा लिया था। फिर आदिल सर से बात हुई, आदिल सर का फोन आया कि नीरज तू ये कंपटीशन मत खेल, आगे ओलंपिक्स आ रहा है उस पर फोकस कर, क्योंकि ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगी। तो फिर मैंने वो कैंसिल कर दी थी और मुझे लग रहा है कि वो शायद वो अच्छा डिसीजन था, क्योंकि एथलीट को लगता ही है कि बस मैं खेल लूँ जल्दी से। तो उसके बाद फिर अच्छी मेहनत रही और अच्छे से फिट हो गए फिर मैंने कंपटीशन खेले।
Thank you. Vimal ji, please, quickly, short. Vimal, NDTV, Vimal ji.
मैं कहाँ कैसे सवाल पूछूं? नीरज, अगर आप मेरी आवाज सुन पा रहे हैं, मैं ये सवाल पूछना चाह रहा हूँ। नीरज, अगर आप मेरी आवाज सुन पा रहे हैं?
हाँ, आवाज आ रही है, आवाज आ रही है जी आपकी।
बारे में ये सवाल पूछना चाह रहा हूँ कि ये आपके खांडरा गांव में गया था और जयवीर का, मोनू का इसमें बड़ा कंट्रीब्यूशन है। आप उस समय जब वर्ल्ड चैंपियनशिप से जीतकर एनडीटीवी स्टूडियो भी आए थे और आपने कहा था कि जयवीर का बहुत बड़ा कंट्रीब्यूशन है। आपके साथ जो सपोर्ट स्टाफ है, जो पहले से रहे, जो शुरुआती दौर में जब आप 80 से 82 और 88 तक पहुंचे, उन सबको कैसे याद करते हैं और कितना बड़ा लम्हा है उन सबके लिए भी ये आपके?
जी बिल्कुल, मुझे लगता है कि सबसे पहले जिनके साथ शुरू किया वो एक बहुत ही हमारी लाइफ में जरूरी है कि उन लोगों को भी भूलो मत जिन्होंने शुरुआत में आपको सिखाया, और जब आपको कुछ भी नहीं आता था तब उन्होंने मुझे सपोर्ट किया। और मैं और वो काफी जेवलिन के लिए वो बहुत ही एक डेडिकेटेड हैं, और मैं थैंक यू करता है एफआई का कि उन्होंने वो अभी नेशनल कैंप में कोच हैं, तो अभी वो कोचिंग दे रहे हैं। एक लड़का है साहिल, उसने उनके अंडर में अभी 80 मीटर प्लस की है, और संजना लड़कियां वो अनु के बाद अभी वो हर जगह पे सेकंड आ रही है। तो वो बहुत ही डेडिकेटेड है जेवलिन के मामले में। वो अच्छा स्पोर्ट्स कर नहीं पाए इंजरी की वजह से या कुछ भी कह लो, पर वो जेवलिन के लिए बहुत ही एक उनका मन है कि वो अपनी लाइफ पूरी जेवलिन को दे सकते हैं, तो वो बहुत ही डेडिकेटेड है। और मैं कुछ भी कहीं पे भी जीतता हूँ तो उनको बहुत खुशी होती है, और शुरू से उनका सपोर्ट मेरे साथ रहा है।
थैंक यू। इंद्रनील।
थैंक यू दिवेश। कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन नीरज, कैसे हैं? एकदम बढ़िया लग रहा है। या माय क्वेश्चन इज जैसे आप अभी विमल जी ने पूछा कि पहले आप इनके साथ प्रैक्टिस कर मतलब इनके साथ ट्रेन करते थे और दे आल्सो हैव कंट्रीब्यूटेड टू यू, बट उस ट्रेनिंग और अभी का ट्रेनिंग जो इतना साइंटिफिकली आप जो ट्रेनिंग कर रहे हैं लास्ट 2 साल से, स्पेशली जो बायोमैकेनिकल जो भी एलिमेंट्स है अपने टेक्निक में वो काफी अपने सुधारे हैं, तो उस ट्रेनिंग में और इस ट्रेनिंग में और प्लानिंग जो एएफआई या साई या टॉप्स या जेएसडब्ल्यू जिसी का भी ट्रेनिंग है उसमें क्या फर्क है? क्या उसमें और इसमें क्या फर्क है और कैसे ट्रेनिंग किया आपने?
देखो जी, पहले तो जब देखो एथलेटिक्स एक ऐसे गेम है कि भाई आपकी परफॉर्मेंस धीरे धीरे आती है, क्योंकि हम अपना 100% देते हैं, तो 100% आगे हमको बढ़ाने के लिए हमको थोड़ी थोड़ी करके चीज इंप्रूव करनी पड़ती है। तो काफी टेक्निकल इवेंट है, और स्टार्टिंग में हमने शुरू की थी कुछ टेक्निकल फॉल्ट थे और वो धीरे धीरे सुधारे। उसके बाद फिर फॉरेन कोचेज आए, फेडरेशन ने ऑस्ट्रेलिया से कोच बुलाया था गैरी कैलवर्ट, उनके साथ मैंने की, तो वर्ल्ड जूनियर रिकॉर्ड किया था। उसके बाद फिर कोच हुए होना आए, उनके साथ मैंने ट्रेनिंग की, उनसे काफी कुछ सीखने को मिला। उसके बाद मैं क्लाउस बार्टन कोच से मिला, तो ये भी काफी मतलब बहुत ही इनके पास पुराना एक्सपीरियंस है जेवलिन का, और खासकर मेरे लिए जो मतलब ये मेरी बॉडी को समझते हैं और मेरे लिए जो ट्रेनिंग प्लान बनाते हैं वो काफी अच्छा बनाते हैं, क्योंकि इनका जो जेवलिन का एक सफर रहा है वो काफी साल से इन्होंने काफी जेवलिन थ्रोअर्स के साथ काम भी किया है अलग अलग कंट्रीज में, और काफी टेक्निक को डीपली ये समझते हैं। तो बिल्कुल वो जो भी मैंने मेरे सीनियर हैं जयवीर, उनके साथ जो ट्रेनिंग की वो बहुत ही मेरे लिए बहुत एक वो बोलते हैं ना अपने इंडिया में कि भाई नींव स्ट्रॉन्ग होना बहुत जरूरी है, तो उन्होंने नींव मेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग की। उसके बाद फिर मुझे फॉरेन कोचेज मिले और काफी एक्सपीरियंस कोचेज थे, तो सभी का साथ है और सभी के साथ की वजह से आज मैं यहाँ पे हूँ।
थैंक यू इंद्रनील। नीरज, घर पे बात हुआ?
नहीं जी, अभी तक नहीं हुआ।
आपको पता है गांव में क्या माहौल था आज?
हाँ से दिखा रहे थे, ईशान को बताया था उन्होंने, कुछ वीडियोस वगैरह भी दिखाए थे, शायद भेजे होंगे कि पूरा गांव नाच रहा है और सभी खुश थे। तो मुझे लग रहा है कि पूरा मतलब इंडिया की दुआ थी और सभी खुश होंगे।
We'll take quick last 4 questions. I'll go to Shivani, CNN IBN. Shivani.
Yes, Neeraj, can you hear me?
जी जी।
नीरज, बहुत सालों से मैं ट्राई कर रही हूँ आपको चैनल पे लाने के लिए, लेकिन आप मीडिया से बहुत दूर रहते हैं, लेकिन आज अच्छी बात है कि आप बात कर रहे हैं सबसे, और यही फोकस आपने दिखाया है और यही कॉन्फिडेंस आपने दिखाया है। 2 पार्ट क्वेश्चन है मेरा कि आपका ये फोकस कैसे मेंटेन करते हो, कॉन्फिडेंस कैसे आता है, एंड सेकेंडली जो गोल्ड आपने जीता है पहला एथलेटिक्स में ओलंपिक्स में, उसके क्या मायने होंगे देश के लिए, ये आपको क्या लगता है?
मुझे लगता है कि देखो जी, फोकस तो एक एथलीट को फोकस तो होना ही चाहिए कि अपना मतलब इतनी मेहनत करने के लिए, और जरूरी नहीं है कि हमको बस ट्रेनिंग मतलब कंपटीशन पे फोकस करना है। हमको ट्रेनिंग में भी हमारी क्या ट्रेनिंग है वो किस तरीके से करनी है वो उसमें भी फोकस करना बहुत जरूरी है, कि अब कोच हमको वर्कआउट दे दे और हम बस ऐसे उसको ऐसे समझ के करें कि भाई कोच ने दिया है ये तो करना पड़ेगा। वो कहीं ना कहीं वो मुझे अच्छा लगता है। मैं सोचता हूँ कि ये मेरे लिए है वर्कआउट और मैं इसको पूरे अपने मन से करूँ। उसमें डिपेंड नहीं करता कि कंपटीशन, क्योंकि सबसे पहले ट्रेनिंग है, ट्रेनिंग के बाद कंपटीशन आता है। जितनी अच्छी ट्रेनिंग होगी उतने अच्छे कंपटीशन होंगे। तो पूरा फोकस ट्रेनिंग पे रखते थे जी। और सबसे बड़े मोटिवेशन मेरे लिए ट्रेनिंग ही होता है, क्योंकि अगर मेरी ट्रेनिंग अच्छी होती है तो बहुत खुशी होती है और ऐसा लगता है कि हाँ मैं आगे रिजल्ट अच्छा दे सकता हूँ। तो मैं मानता हूँ कि ये ओलंपिक जो भी है ये कोई एक दिन की ऐसी बात नहीं थी। इसके पीछे बहुत ही साल और बहुत लोगों की मेहनत इसके साथ है, तो तब जाके यहाँ पे मैं पहुंचा हूँ। तो बस यही कहना चाहूंगा जी।
नहीं, आपने कॉन्फिडेंस के बारे में भी अगर ऐड कर दें, और इस ओलंपिक गोल्ड का क्या वैल्यू है इंडिया के लिए, वो आप क्या समझते हैं?
मुझे लगता है कि खासकर मतलब सभी गेम में मतलब अपने काफी अच्छे मेडल आए और अपना गोल्ड इंडिविजुअल स्पोर्ट्स में शूटिंग में आया हुआ है और हॉकी में अपने पहले काफी गोल्ड रहे हैं। लेकिन मुझे लगता है कि एथलेटिक्स एक ऐसा माना जाता था कि एथलेटिक्स में वर्ल्ड लेवल पे इंडिया के, क्योंकि हमारे बहुत ही महान एथलीट मिल्खा सिंह और पीटी उषा जी, वो कहीं ना कहीं थोड़े थोड़े गैप से रह गए थे मेडल से। तो कहीं ना कहीं वो जरूरी था, क्योंकि इतने साल से खिलाड़ी मेहनत कर रहे हैं और फेडरेशन काम कर रही है। तो ये अब मेडल आए हैं ना, तो ये कुछ ना कुछ तो अलग होगा, खासकर एथलेटिक्स और जेवलिन के लिए। तो मैं आशा करता हूँ कि एएफआई और हमारे एथलेटिक्स को और खासकर अभी जेवलिन को और ज्यादा बढ़ावा देगी, क्योंकि मुझे लगता है कि इंडिया में बहुत टैलेंट है। तो ऐसे ही धीरे धीरे करके सामने आएंगे और आगे आने वाले जो भी जूनियर इवेंट या फिर आगे ओलंपिक्स में और अच्छा कर सकते हैं हम। मतलब ऐसा एक कहीं ना कहीं ये थिंक थी कि भाई पता नहीं अब ऐसे इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे इंडियन क्यों नहीं करते अभी। मतलब मैंने भी आज अभी जीता है, तो मुझे लग रहा है कि हम कुछ भी कर सकते हैं। तो मैं एफआई से ये बोलना चाहूंगा कि और बच्चों को सपोर्ट करे और बस इंडिया का जितना हो सके उतना नाम ऊपर एथलेटिक्स में।
थैंक यू शिवानी। निहाल
नीरज, कंग्रेचुलेशन।
थैंक यू जी।
आप आपका आज का फर्स्ट 2 थ्रोज के बारे में बताइए, क्योंकि वो दोनों थ्रो जब हम टेलीविजन पे देखा वो ऑलमोस्ट परफेक्ट लगा, और आपका जो मन में था शायद आपने वो एम उस दोनों थ्रो में कर दिया। सेकंड थ्रो के बाद यू टर्न एंड आपने कोचिंग स्टाफ के तरफ और ऑफिशियल्स के तरफ हाथ भी उठाया। तो वो दोनों थ्रो कितना इंपॉर्टेंट है आपके लिए एक टोन सेट करने के लिए आज के फाइनल में?
मुझे लगता है कि जो अभी थोड़ी देर पहले बनोट सर बता रहे थे कि पहला थ्रो अगर हम अच्छा कर लें तो थोड़ा दूसरे एथलीट पे थोड़ा सा प्रेशर हो जाता है। तो पहला थ्रो बहुत ही जरूरी था कि मैं अच्छा फेंकूं, तो 87+ था, तो ठीक थ्रो था। और क्योंकि यहाँ पे अभी इस साल जो जर्मनी का जोहानस स्वेटर है वही बहुत ही अच्छे थ्रोज उसने किए थे इस साल, बहुत ही जबरदस्त उसकी फॉर्म चल रही थी। लेकिन मुझे लगता है कहीं ना कहीं ज्यादा कंपटीशन खेलने की वजह से या फिर पता नहीं वो या फिर कोई प्रेशर था, पता नहीं वो बेस्ट स्टेट में नहीं आ सके। लेकिन बाकी जो और जेवलिन थ्रोवर थे तो सभी थे तो बेस्ट, और भी मतलब बहुत अच्छे जेवलिन थ्रोवर थे। लेकिन वो पहली थ्रो अगर लग जाती है तो खुद में भी कॉन्फिडेंस आ जाता है और दूसरे एथलीट पे भी थोड़ा वो बनता है। फिर उसके बाद सेकंड थ्रो थी और सेकंड थ्रो भी काफी स्टेबल थी। तो फिर मेरे दिमाग में कहीं ना कहीं आया कि मैं यहाँ पे ओलंपिक रिकॉर्ड 90.57 का था और मेरी पर्सनल बेस्ट 88.07 थी। तो मैंने सोचा कि यहाँ पे पर्सनल बेस्ट करनी है, और पर्सनल बेस्ट के साथ साथ अगर क्योंकि जेवलिन का पता नहीं लगता 3-4 मीटर तक अगर हम अच्छे जगह पे थ्रो करें और अच्छी टेक्निक रहे तो 3-4 मीटर तक चली जाती है। तो कहीं ना कहीं मेरे दिमाग में आया कि ओलंपिक रिकॉर्ड के लिए ट्राई करता हूँ, और मैंने फिर अपना ऑल आउट दे दिया। वो मैंने थोड़ी देर पहले बताया था कि जेवलिन बहुत ही टेक्निकल इवेंट है। अगर चाहे आप कितनी पावर लगा लो, अगर थोड़ा बहुत भी इधर उधर है तो आपका डिस्टेंस नहीं जा पाएगा। तो मैंने बहुत ज्यादा पावर लगाई, स्पीड भी बढ़ाई, लेकिन वो थ्रो अच्छे नहीं जा पाए। तो बस अभी यही और ज्यादा ट्रेनिंग करनी है कि अभी जल्दी से जल्दी 90 मीटर का जो मार्क है उसको अचीव करना है।
नीरज, हमारे साथ में अंजू बॉबी जॉर्ज भी जुड़ी हैं जिनका वर्ल्ड चैंपियनशिप में मेडल रहा है, तो वो आपसे लास्ट में बात करेंगे। उससे पहले मैं लास्ट 3 क्वेश्चन और ले लेता हूँ। किरण जीटीवी, किरण चोपड़ा, प्लीज गो ऑन। किरण जी।
Congratulations. आपने जो हैरिस बेटर की बात की, तो जो हैरिस बेटर इवेंट से पहले कह रहे थे तो मुझे छू नहीं पाएगा, तो आपने अपनी परफॉर्मेंस से जवाब दिया है क्या उनको?
हाँ, क्योंकि लोग बोल रहे थे कि जोहाना स्वेटर ने ऐसा बोला है, तो मैं एक ही बात मानता हूँ कि भाई ओलंपिक एक ऐसी जगह है कि यहाँ पे वर्ल्ड रैंकिंग या ये मैटर नहीं करती। कई बार यहाँ पे दिन ही डिपेंड करता है कि किस दिन किसका दिन है और क्या कौन क्या करेगा। तो मैंने कुछ नहीं बोला। मुझे लगता है कि, और मैं बोलना भी नहीं चाहता इसके ऊपर क्योंकि मैं उसकी रिस्पेक्ट करता हूँ, बहुत अच्छा थ्रोअर है। और उसके उसके बारे में मुझे सच बताऊं तो दुख भी है कि आज मतलब इतने अच्छे जेवलिन थ्रोअर को बेस्ट 8 से बाहर निकलते हुए देखा, तो बहुत दुख भी हुआ। लेकिन मैं मानता हूँ कि स्पोर्ट्स मतलब किसी का वो नहीं है कि बड़े से बड़े एथलीट भी कई बार परफॉर्म नहीं कर पाते। तो मेरा ऐसा कोई वो नहीं था, मेरा अपनी परफॉर्मेंस पे फोकस था और मैंने अपने परफॉर्मेंस पे पूरा फोकस किया और मैंने अपना 100% दिया।
थैंक यू। विनायक, क्विकली। विनायक।
Yeah, Neeraj, first of all, congratulations.
हेलो, थैंक यू जी।
आप अभी 28 को फिर आप डायमंड लीग भी खेलने जा रहे हैं, तो आपका जो फोकस है 90 मीटर्स का है और क्रॉस करने का, उसके बारे में बात करेंगे। ओलंपिक इज डन।
देखो जी, अभी हाँ, अभी एक बार अभी इंडिया आएंगे और उसके बाद ट्रेनिंग का कैसे रहता है और वीजा का कैसे काम रहता है तो उसका देखेंगे। बाकी इस साल का जो सबसे मेन फोकस था ओलंपिक्स पे था, और वीजा का अगर सही इजी काम रहा और मेरी ट्रेनिंग हो पाई तो मैं खेल लूंगा, क्योंकि मैंने यहाँ पे अपना 100% दिया है। और मैं नहीं चाहता कि, क्योंकि यहाँ पे मेरा मेन फोकस था कि ओलंपिक में हम अपनी 100% फॉर्म लेके आए। तो अभी देखते हैं कि अब अगर वीजा वगैरह काम सही से होता है और ट्रेनिंग हो पाएगी अभी, तो उसके लिए आगे सोचेंगे। हाँ जी, हेलो।
उत्तरा।
नीरज, मुबारक हो आपको पहले तो जो अचीव किया आपने। इससे पहले हमारी जब भी बात हुई है लगातार आपने ये कहा कि रियो का आपके अंदर एक खलिश बची हुई थी, क्योंकि आप कट ऑफ डेट के बाद क्वालिफाई कर पाए थे। और ओलंपिक्स भी पिछले साल जब पोस्टपोन हुआ तो कहीं ना कहीं आपके दिमाग में था कि आपका और ओलंपिक्स का कुछ हिसाब ठीक बैठ नहीं पा रहा है, क्यों गड़बड़ हो रही है बार बार, ये आप लगातार कहते आए हैं। तो आज जब फाइनली आपको पता तो चली गया था अपने आखिरी थ्रो से पहले कि आप जीत चुके हैं गोल्ड, तो उस वक्त आखिरी थ्रो से ठीक पहले आपके क्या रिएक्शंस थे? क्या कहीं ना कहीं ये पिछली सारी चीजें एक तरह से जिसे कहते हैं आपके सामने फ्लैश हुई थी या ब्लैंक हो गए थे? वो क्या था फीलिंग जब आपको ये रियलाइज हुआ कि अब गोल्ड इंडिया का है, आपका है?
जब सभी की थ्रो हो गई लास्ट और सिर्फ मेरी बची थी, जब मुझे हो गया कि मेरी लास्ट थ्रो है और मेरा गोल्ड हो चुका है, तो एकदम मैं एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर सकता, एकदम मैं कंपटीशन मोड में था। और ये पता लगते कि बस अपना अब गोल्ड हो गया है, तो बस पता नहीं सब कुछ एकदम चेंज हो गया कि बस पता नहीं क्या होगा, जैसे मैंने क्या कर लिया। तो वो फिर मैं काफी रनवे तक पहुंचा, ऐसे लग रहा था कि यार पता नहीं, जैसे एकदम दिमाग इधर उधर होने लग गया। फिर मैंने पूरा अपना फोकस किया कि थ्रो पे, और मैं कोशिश कर रहा था कि उस थ्रो को भी अच्छा करूं, लेकिन काफी खुशी थी उस थ्रो में भी। और वो थ्रो मैंने ऐसी फेंकी तो वो भी अच्छी गई। लेकिन बस वही है कि थोड़ा सा दिमाग में तो रहता था कि भाई यार रियो ओलंपिक्स थोड़े से दिन की वजह से निकल गए और इतने मेडल भी था। और एएफआई ने काफी कोशिश भी की थी एंट्री करवाने की, वाइल्ड कार्ड एंट्री, लेकिन उस टाइम नहीं मिल पाई। और वही था कि दिमाग में था कि हाँ ओलंपिक्स है और उसके लिए मेहनत करनी हमने जारी रखी। और बीच में इंजरी भी आई, काफी ऐसा टाइम भी आया था कि ऐसा लग रहा था कि यार पता नहीं कैसा कमबैक होगा। तो सब अच्छा रहा। तो
अब आपको लगता है कि ये जितना भी डिले हुआ या मिस हुए चांसेस, वो कहीं ना कहीं इस बात के लिए एक सीढ़ी बनते चले गए कि जो फाइनली आपने परफॉर्म किया तो वो शायद इतना अच्छा हुआ कि पुरानी सारी चीजें आप भूलते चले गए?
देखो जी, क्योंकि दिमाग में यही था कि अगर जब 2020 मतलब पिछले साल पोस्टपोन हुआ, तो दिमाग में एक चीज बिठाई थी कि इसको नेगेटिव वे में नहीं लेना है, इसको बस ऐसे लेना है कि मुझे 1 साल और मिल गया है प्रिपरेशन के लिए। तो वो दिमाग में रख के तैयारी करते गए, कंपटीशन भी खेले और तैयारी बढ़िया चलती गई और आज फाइनली यहाँ पे हैं गोल्ड मेडल के साथ। तो ऐसा लग रहा है कि यार जो भी हुआ ठीक हुआ, बस थोड़ा सा ये कोरोना गलत आ गया है, दुनिया में इतने लोग दिक्कत में है इसकी वजह से। बाकी बहुत खुशी है कि गोल्ड जीता।
थैंक यू उत्तरा। लास्ट 2 questions, ABP News and Raja Raman ji. ABP News go first, उसके बाद में राजा रमन जी last question. There are lot of requests but we are sorry we will not be able to take. We have to leave Neeraj for because he's sitting in his dog control. So ABP News please.
से सवाल ये है नीरज कि क्या दूसरा अटेम्प्ट में जब आपके हाथ से जैवलिन निकला, क्या तभी पता चल गया था कि गोल्ड मेडल आने वाला है?
गोल्ड का तो देखो जी कुछ कह नहीं सकते, लेकिन ये जरूर हो गया था कि हाँ मेरा बेस्ट थ्रो गया है ये। तो काफी ये जरूर हो गया था कि हाँ, क्योंकि गोल्ड के बारे में तो ऐसे बोल नहीं सकते पहले ही, क्योंकि हमको दिमाग में ऐसे लेके आना थोड़ा सा खतरनाक हो सकता है कि हाँ गोल्ड पक्का हो गया, तो उसके बाद हम एफर्ट नहीं लगा पाते। तो हाँ ये था कि बेस्ट थ्रो गई है और मुझे और थ्रो करनी है। और हाँ ये जरूर हो गया था सेकंड थ्रो में कि हाँ ये बेटर थ्रो है पहले वाली से।
थैंक यू। राजा सर। राजा सर।
Thank you. Neeraj, first of all, thank you for what you have done. बहुत बढ़िया किया हम लोगों के लिए। मैं सिर्फ आपसे 2 चीजें जानना चाहता हूँ, दोनों भी दबाव को लेके हैं। एक तो एथलेटिक्स में कभी मेडल था ही नहीं और आपने गोल्ड लिया है, उसका कितना दबाव था एथलेटिक्स में मेडल लाना है। और दूसरी बात, टोक्यो में अभी तक गोल्ड आया नहीं था, तो क्या वो भी आप पे दबाव बना है कि भाई मैं इंडिया के लिए गोल्ड लाना है, किसी भी तरीके से गोल्ड लाना है? दबाव था तो कैसे उसको झेला?
सर बिल्कुल, देखो एक दबाव का तो पता नहीं, लेकिन हाँ ये फीलिंग जरूर होती है कि यार एक तो खासकर एथलेटिक्स के लिए तो था ही कि भाई हाँ एक करना है, मेडल लेके आना है। लेकिन टोक्यो में कोई गोल्ड नहीं आया था, तो और सबसे लास्ट में मेरा ही इवेंट था, तो ये था दिमाग में यार कि हाँ कैसे करें। लेकिन मैं आपको सही बताऊं तो जब जिस टाइम मैं रनवे पे होता हूँ और जिस टाइम फील्ड पे होता हूँ, तो ये ज्यादा दिमाग में इधर उधर की बातें नहीं आती। तो मैं पूरा फोकस अपना इवेंट पे करता हूँ। जब मैं जैवलिन लेकर रनवे पे खड़ा होता हूँ तो बस मेरा पूरा फोकस थ्रो पे होता है। तो बस वही कारण है मेरे हिसाब से कि ज्यादा प्रेशर नहीं आता, क्योंकि ऑटोमेटिक जब मैं जैवलिन लेके खड़ा होता हूँ तो वो सब कुछ पूरा फोकस जैवलिन पे आ जाता है और मैं अपना थ्रो सही से कर पाता हूँ।
थैंक यू सो मच।
थैंक यू सर। अंजू मैम। अंजू मैम।
Yes. Neeraj, can you just show me that medal?
नमस्ते मैम।
Namaste.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. Congrats. I'm really proud of you.
so much, मैम। आप सभी जो सीनियर एथलीट हमारी प्रेरणा है और आप सभी की मेहनत काफी मतलब उनकी रिस्पेक्ट करते हैं हम, क्योंकि आप सभी ने जो इंडिया के लिए किया है और हम आपके सभी सीनियर एथलीट के कदमों पे चल रहे हैं और कोशिश करेंगे कि हम और बेटर करते जाएं और आगे आने वाली जनरेशन अपनी एथलेटिक्स में और अच्छी हो।
I'm really proud that you did better than us. It's a gold, and we could hear our national anthem, in that central stadium. See, beyond that, we cannot ask anything from you. I am really, really proud, and we all are waiting for your return, and we will be there in the airport, and we are ready to receive you back. So enjoy your night, enjoy your day.
Thank you, ma'am.
We all are with you, Neeraj. Yeah, happy.
Thank you so
I'm
much,
really
ma'am.
happy.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you everyone. Thank you Neeraj. All the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
A delighted Neeraj Chopra showed his gold medal to the country and thanked the government, the federation and the entire countrymen for their consistent support. Well, news continues here on DD India with the next prime time bulletin News Night. Keep watching. Namaskar.
Patients with any sort of